Okay, welcome back. The title today is God's Name Will Be One. We are holding in Tractate Pesachim. And we're going to speak about the prophet Zechariah. Or Zechariah. So God's name will be one. Zechariah continues his prophecy of the Messianic times, saying, God will be king over all the world. On that day, God will be one and his name will be one. Zechariah 14:9. That's his prophecy. So the Gemara asks, is then not one now? He's saying then God will be one. What do you mean right now is not one? Vayeyimahu, on that day God will be one. That's a prophecy of Zechariah. So the Gemara in Pesachim asks the question, what about now? Is now God not one? Good question, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Rav Acha ben Chanina said, this world is not like the world to come. In this world, for good tidings, you say the bracha. What do you say the bracha for good tidings? May we all hear good tidings. Baruch hatoy v'ametiv, who is good and does good. Hatoy v'ametiv. While for bad tidings, one says, Baruch dynamis.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed is the true judge. Right. But in the world to come, it will be only who is good and does good. Who is good and does good? There, we recognize that God does only good. And thus, there are no bad tidings. So in the world to come, the bracha of Atei v'Ametiv, who is good and does good, will be the only bracha. Meaning because they will only have one type of tidings. Everything is good. Over here, now, when we look at the reality that we are surrounded with, environment we're living in, you might think that certain things are negative and certain things are positive. So you have good tidings and God forbid the opposite. Tells you in the world to come, it's only good tidings. The world to come, it will be only who is good and does good. There we recognize that God does only good. And thus there are no bad tidings. In the verse, his name will be one. What does one mean? When we say, Vayeyimahu Hashem echad, what does it mean, one? Is now his name are not one. So Rabbi Nachman ben Yitzchak said, this world is not like the world to come. In this world, his name is written with Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey. And it is read Aleph, Daled, Nun and Yud. We say Adnei, but the name is not Aleph, Daled, Nun, Yud. The name that we see that is written in the Siddur is Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey. So why do we call it Adnei? Why do we change it? So that's in this world. But in the world to come, it will all be one. It will be written with Yud and Hey and so on, and read with Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey. The way it is written, that's the way it will be read. Now, we're reading something that is not written. Rava intended to lecture about the mystical meaning of the four-letter divine name. He wanted to give a class on the Yud Kei Vav Kei. But an elderly scholar advised them against it. He said, don't go there. Saying it is written, this is my name forever, Zeh Shmi Le'olam, this is my name forever, Le'olam, Exodus chapter 3, verse 15. But Le'olam is written without a Vav. Lamed Ein, Lamed Mem. You can write it with a Vav or without a Vav. Because the Lamed Le Oi has you can put a cholam on top, and that makes it, you can manage without the Vav. Le'olam. But he read it le'olam, since it's written without the vav in the Torah, so that the word le'olam can be written, it can have also a different definition, which means le'elam, to conceal. So Zeshmi, my name needs to be concealed. So he told Rabbi Nehemiah, don't go there. He told Rava, don't give a class on Hashem's name, because it's supposed to be concealed.
Okay.
This is my name forever, le'olam. But le'olam is written without a vav and can be read le'elem. It must be hidden. It must be hidden. The name of God must be hidden. You must hide my name and don't reveal its hidden meaning. So Rabbi Avina pointed out the following contradiction. It says, this is my name to be hidden, le'elam. And the verse continues, and this is how I am to be recalled for all generations. V'zeh zichri l'dor v'dor. On the one hand, the name is to be concealed. And on the other hand, it is to be publicly remembered. So Hashem decide, you want us to know your name, or you want us to have the name concealed. And this is how I am to be recalled for all generations. So on the one hand, the name is to be concealed, and on the other hand is to be publicly remembered. So how does it work? So the Holy One, blessed be He, said, my name is not read the way it is written. My name is written with Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey, and is read with Aleph, Daled, and Nun and Yud.
Right.
So God's name will be one in the time of Mashiach, in the world to come. We'll be able to read the name of God the way it is written, and we're able to see that everything is really good tidings.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that the reality is still the same, but in the time of Mashiach, to be able to see that it's only good.
Mm-hmm.
You will see sometimes it actually said in Tanya that the hidden good is higher than the revealed good, because it's concealed, so it has to be coming from a higher place. So God willing, we should all be able to see the good in everything. We should only see good tidings, and we should continue to say the blessing of the one who is good and does good. Atov Ameti. Buchim Tiyu. We'll see you, God willing, tomorrow, 6 a.m.